your experience playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero at the event. What do you think?
The game itself, truly, and I'm not even trying to glaze it as hard as I can. Like the moment I picked up the controller and I saw that it was when it was classic controls and it was BT3 legit. Like I just felt the combos coming in the same way I would do it in BT3. Like there's some difference in in modern style, but for the terms of just how you can play the game itself, it truly felt like BT3. And I think that's like the biggest take for the game itself because a lot of people love BT3 and the combo setups and just the controls itself just felt fluid, you know. And
Yeah.
of course, unfortunately, this is probably because of the overheating and all that stuff, you know.
Wait, don't talk about that. I was gonna ask you that. I was gonna
Okay,
because
okay, all right,
you're
yeah,
going
yeah.
all in. I
Go
was
for it,
gonna
go for it, go
ask
for
you
it.
about that.
Yeah,
Right.
the game is amazing. I will say the game is amazing. So far I rated a 9 out of 10. Only one is just like a little here and there issues, but we
Wait a
can break
minute.
that down.
So you're giving it a 9 out of 10,
Yes.
even with the experience with experiencing the frame drops and also what is it called, the overheating situation. And bro,
So
people were attacking me in the comments because I was like, when I was reposting your gameplay and also some of the gameplay that you sent me privately, I was saying in the gameplay like, oh, I'm being told that the PS5s are overheating and there's frame drops. People were attacking me. They're like, well, this is a demo, and two, the PS5s are inside of a box at the Anime Expo. And I'm like, I get that, but I'm telling you again, the people that are actually playing the game. So what do you have to say to that?
to be honest, bro, because listen, when the discussion was happening with like how the TVs look and all that stuff, like I worked with TVs before any of this in my career and all that stuff, right? Like I worked with TVs, I sold them and all that stuff, and like for me, it was not a TV issue. For me, it could have been the overheating because the PS5s were literally in a box, so like it is hard for ventilation to be good there. But
Oh,
like
okay.
just noticing it in certain situations of the game, it did seem like the frames were just dropping because the frames are dropping. Like
Yeah.
there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It it truly like sometimes you're punching, it looked like it was just slowing down. Now it could be because obviously it is still the demo and they were fixing those issues, but at the end of the day, like they did smooth it out when we closed out the game, reset it, and let the game refresh itself.
Yeah.
So like the ventilation part, I wouldn't necessarily say that was the biggest issue, especially when it comes to you know, the overheating part and just being in a box, just closed out box, because I did see that the frames were just dropping at random situations too. And
Oh,
even after the reset did happen for the demo, sometimes it would happen, but like for the most part when the reset did happen, if it went back to being really fluid and just felt really good.
okay. So let me ask you this. What do you think about this after playing it? Because I know at first when I saw the gameplay and I asked shown in games if it was like PvP or is it like local game, what is it, local,
Yeah.
just like local, fighting it, like you're fighting your friend. He told
Yeah.
me no, it was just local gameplay. You're playing against AI. So I'm
Yeah.
in my head I'm like, okay, this game is too good to be true. I'm saying this and I'm looking at it because it's Bandai. I love Dragon Ball Z. I'm not trying to be negative, but because it looks too good to be true, right? It looks too good to be true. I'm worried that the net code on like PvP online, we're talking about online, and say for example, seeing those the frames dropping, just playing against an AI, that could play a big part when you're playing online with somebody else. Because Bandai's not known for good online
Yeah.
netcode. We all know that.
I, I mean, honestly, like you're not wrong on that. Like that was a worry for me when I was playing it. I was like, if this is happening against a computer, like it's definitely gonna happen online. And I mean, at the end of the day, these things did happen with Xenoverse 2 and all that stuff like that. Those things do happen. Fighters had it, you know.
And those games do not look compared to
Yeah,
Sparking Zero. They don't look. Matt, well, I'm not gonna lie. Fighters looked amazing for
yeah.
a 2D slash 3D type anime game. It looked amazing, but Sparking Zero is probably the best anime looking game as of right now. So I'm just worried that the online and the netcode is just gonna be horrible. You know?
That's tough.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
It was good, my boy. Yo, can I ask you a question, Skills?
Yeah, go
So
for
a
it.
lot of people from hands-on playing the games, you know what Evo is, like where competitive games go, like
Yeah,
Prodigy. So I've been seeing a lot of like talk about it, people saying it's a party game, and some people have like Evo potential. Do you feel like this game can make it to Evo in a competitive, like a tournament, like competitive type, like Prodigy did?
bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Like in the terms of, remember, this is one thing. BT3 had a competitive scene, but it wasn't big, especially in the time frame, you know.
That's true.
Mm.
So
That's true.
like BT3, when I looked into the comp scene, like I was put on the comp scene like a year ago from one of my boys, and I just saw how crazy it was and how detailed BT3 was. In terms
Mm.
of this, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this could be a true competitive where it would be like at Evo and stuff like that. Truly, I think they're just trying to take this back to the roots for people who loved BT3, who love that series, who just want to be able to enjoy a modern style of it. So, like, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, you know, everyone has their own opinion on things, but like, I just truly don't see it being a that big of a deal in terms of like competitive like that.
Why you say that?
Because remember, there's no balance. There's no balance to how the characters play. Like, who's gonna want to play Hercule against a Gogeta? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna want to play like a Yamcha against a Jiren? You know, there's like specific things that if there's any balance to it, they would have done that in the first place for competitive
And
reasons.
actually, my bad. I know he's about to respond to you, but I'm about to respond to what you said. That kind of makes sense because of the amount of characters that they have. Is
Hmm.
so many, so I can't think of like band like spot. Is it Dimps
It's Spike Chunsoft.
yeah? I can't see them putting out balance patches every month.
I
Like,
don't see that happening either. They literally already said it in the get go. Like they're going for, you know, the true modern style of BT3, and that they're trying to have it to be like not balanced at all, really. That's really what it is. Like if you're trying to play with the most powerful characters, you're gonna play with the most powerful characters.
but what
So
about this? What
Mm.
about this? What if the community decides to make it competitive? Because it's like Storm. So, the same situation with Storm.
Yeah,
Storm is not
Storm wasn't.
competitive,
Yeah,
but
Storm wasn't like
mhm.
officially
you got
competitive.
niggas that make that game competitive in a
But they
small.
should.
That can 1,000% happen, bro. The
Okay.
community that we have in Dragon Ball, like I can already see that happening. It's just who's gonna take lead in that. That's one thing, and then two, who's gonna really look at the characters? Because if it's 160 characters, who are we gonna look at and be like, no, this character's banned, this character's banned? Because then at that point, it's like, what's the point of playing a competitive scene without being able to play with the good characters like
I mean,
Gogeta?
yeah, but I mean, the developers did state themselves that in the last stream, they said it multiple times too. In the last stream, they said that if you're good enough at the game, you can use Hercule and beat somebody like Gogeta. They have said that. They stated that multiple times. And
But
if you do,
let me say this right now though, because like I played with Hercule, you know, so when I played with him, the only good thing that you could technically really do is do your ult and then get out booed, because that's the most damage that'll happen. Like his some of his super attacks don't do damage at all. So it's like
What?
you have to take that into consideration, because one, Hercule already starts off with 3 stock. I believe it was 3 when I remember. So you already start off with 3 stock, meaning you can get out an ultimate really
Mhm.
quick. But
Mhm.
are you going to be able to do that ultimate, do some combos to the opponent? Because at the end of the day, your punches literally do nothing. Like if you watch the videos on my
Oh.
channel with Hercule, you can literally see like he didn't do no damage, he didn't do nothing until you do his ult, and his
But
ults
yeah,
takes.
but oh my bad, I didn't cut you off. My bad.
No, you're good.
Continue. My bad.
Well,
Continue.
that's pretty much what it is, like in terms of like how you're gonna play with Hercule. You can win, but you're gonna have to be dumb good with at the game and understand the mechanics fully to be able to win with Hercule.
But when it comes to, I'm gonna go back to the Nechi thing about the Storm thing. So we know when it comes to Storm, not every character is playable in the comp scene. You know that
That's
Nechi.
a fact. That's
Yeah,
a fact.
You're
That's a
not
fact.
gonna see somebody like Aruka Sensei in a comp scene. You're not gonna see somebody like, you feel me, Jugo in a comp scene. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah,
so
you're
when
gonna
it
see
comes to,
the broken
yeah, you're
metas, the
going to
broken
see the
metas.
best of the best, the characters that has the potential to be good in the comp scene. So you're not gonna what I mean by that. So you're not gonna see somebody that's going to use Hercule in a competitive
yeah,
side of the
for
game.
sure.
You know what
I
I'm trying
and
to say? So it's like,
yeah,
so it's like that. So it's like, Nobody's
The
ever gonna pick
community can
Hercule.
take that over. The
That's
community
what I'm
can take
saying.
that
Yeah,
over for sure. Yeah, I'll say that community can take that over. It's just it won't be in a big screen like that. It just
So it
won't.
won't make it an
yeah,
Evo. That's what you're saying. They
I
just
don't.
won't make
I
it
yeah. I
an
don't
don't.
think
Evo.
so.
Yeah,
And it's unfortunate to say that, but like at the end of the day, this isn't a game that was probably meant to be that competitive anyway. Like this isn't supposed to be like how Fighters is. Fighters is a true fighting game. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's a 2D competitive fighting. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like you're not gonna get that from this game. This is truly to be able to play with your boys, beat their asses, and call it a day. You feel me? Like that's what it is.
I see what you're saying, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think the community might
The
end up
community
making it.
can take it over. I hope the community takes it
I
over
think
because
the
I would
community's
love
gonna
to
make
play
it
that.
competitive. Yeah, I think they're gonna do it because I remember in BT3 and Budokai Tenkaichi's 3, I remember seeing high level Yamcha Krillin. I
Mm-hmm.
remember they were
Yep.
considered S tiers, and Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 was like mid. You'll see like Yamcha, Krillin, Piccolo.
100%.
So
That's a fact. I've literally seen all the gameplays with competitive scenes. Like obviously Birder was broken. Birder was one of the most broken in BT3, especially seeing the comp scene. He's just too fast. So if they take that in consideration for this game, like Birder was fast. Like I have more footage that I got to put together. Birder is beyond fast. Like any character that I played with, I was like, I kind of want to play with Birder again because he was just that fast. Especially when you go in your sparking mode,
yeah.
it's over. Like you can just keep going and going and going with combos or whatever you want to do, you know. So
All right, keep that meta to keep that meta, to yourself. You don't
yeah,
tell
yeah,
nobody
yeah,
about
yeah.
the meta
People gonna
characters
enjoy the
on there.
gameplay, bro. I've already seen it, bro. People are loving this game. Just the comments are going crazy. Obviously, there are certain things in the comments that people are hoping that get fixed. Things like Super Saiyan Blue evolution issue. Like people are like, why is this a transformation? Why is this not a transformation? And then some people are like, I like that it's an ability where it just shows that he's powered up real quick, but it only lasts for like 10-15 seconds. And it's like, that's not enough, especially when you're trying to get his ult off and to show off, how much damage he can do with that buff. So it's like, it's just, that was the only issues that I was having where when I wanted to show off him being in evolution and doing his ultimate, it was already over by then. So
So it was like a very short,
very short, very,
okay.
very, very short. And it's like the thing is like it takes 3 stock. So once you need 4 stock just to be able to go into your evolution blue, quote unquote, right? And then do his ultimate because then you have that 1 stock to use. So like in terms of using Vegeta that way, you don't like me personally, I don't think I would even use evolution blue like that because I'd rather use the 3 stock and be able to do other, ults quicker or possibly just like supers in general. Like that's just how I was looking at the game.
So you're speaking from you're speaking from like a competitive stance though.
Yeah. Like you have to really like in terms of using the stock that you have in terms of if you're trying to just show like the buffs and stuff like that, like that would be cool. But at the end of the day, if you're really just trying to throw hands, then like you just got to throw hands. You don't want to use up all your key or your stock in general just to be doing your ultimates or your supers. If you want to throw hands, just make sure you have all the key in the world and then just start going crazy because you're obviously going to need to use your dashes just to get to your opponent, and that's going to use a lot of key.
Damn. So can I ask you one question? Because I've read in the Bandai website, if this is true. I should have asked you this. Is it true when you transform it counts as your gauge?
The stock, yeah. So like if you want to use like 1 stock, it'll be Super Saiyan. But then
so
if you
there's
have
no point of transforming in high level competitive Spark and Zero. Because why would you want to transform and then sacrifice your gauge when you need it to counter or to dash?
So there's specific things that I can say to that. So like in BT3, right? One of the biggest things for competitive scene was using super trunks. So with super trunks,
I remember that.
You're already buff as hell, right?
Yeah.
And the thing about that is you're gonna start off with a specific amount of key with it, and then and like stock and stuff like that, or whatever, right? So you transform or you go back to base form, right? For a reason, so then you can obviously use your stock to get your ults up or anything like that quicker. That was one of the things in BT3. For this game specifically, I mean, like transforming might be useless, but you can also start off playing as like Gogeta Blue already when it comes to just picking roster characters. Like you don't have to necessarily go into transformations if you don't want to, but I mean, I think it just depends on the player. You know, I think everyone's going to be more comfortable once they have the, you know, game in their hands and start learning it themselves. But for me, I don't think if I were to be in a competitive scene, I don't think I would use like Gogeta Blues or anything like that either. I would use more viable characters.
Wait, why do you say transformation is useless? My bad, I missed the whole conversation
So
y'all talking
I
about.
don't. Well, transformations itself. I mean, at the end of the day, like if you're gonna transform, if you're in base form and you're gonna transform, you're gonna use stock. And if you're trying to win, you're gonna want to do your ultimates quicker. You're gonna want to do, um, like more stuff with your supers or whatever the case may be.
But explain what stock is, because I think a lot of people don't even know.
Uh,
Because I know it by gauge. I know it by. I
yeah,
Yeah, I
understand
know by
gauge.
gauge too. I know by gauge.
Yeah, we can say stock is gauge. Basically, is that blue bar that was on the side of the HUD that will go up, and that'll be the thing that lets you use your ultimates, your supers, and your like special abilities.
Oh, so how Fighter Z got it? How Fighter Z got the little bars at the bottom with the
Yeah,
numbers?
bottom left. Yeah.
It's like
So
that.
like characters get it up quicker. Like androids get it up much quicker. That's a big thing. You know, like if you're gonna be good on androids, they go up quick.
Whoa.
The only thing is obviously with key, that's the hard part because you can't charge
You
up.
can't charge with Android.
But if you're using people like Jiro, obviously with his grab and stuff, you're gonna get key and health back. Like Jiro, after I understood Jiro, I was like, okay, Jiro's pretty tough.
So you telling me he could be meta? He could low key kind of be meta in a way.
I mean, bro, I don't see it not happening realistically, but I noticed that I can grab with him a lot. Like if I grab once and I can go up to it again and grab again. You know, so like
keep that
you
to
can't
yourself, bro. Keep that to yourself, bro.
Let me ask you a question. The skill difference, like, is it the same skill, or you think BT3 takes more skill?
I think BT 2 and 3 or just BT 2. You said BT 2, right?
I would say BT3. Would you think BT3
BT3?
takes more skill than Sparking Zero, or it's like the same skill gap?
Now, to be honest, I think BT3 has it. BT3, like truly, if you understood BT3, like I'd never like, I'm not gonna say like I was a comp scene player, you know what I'm saying, but I was pretty good at BT3, I would say. But like the true BT3 players, bro, like that takes skill. That takes skill, and you know, at the end of the day, I think we have to let those comp scene players play Sparking Zero to really speak on that.
Speak on that, yeah, I see what you mean.
But in terms of like what you can do with the game, I don't think it'll be as quick as BT3. I think the mechanics in BT3 were definitely top tier. Like the movement itself, how fast you can dash up, dash down, and all of that is not the same as in here.
So you're saying that this game doesn't feel like it was made to be competitive? Because I thought when I saw the gauge being introduced, I'm like, are they trying to make this game competitive with the counter system and all that?
Yeah, I did see that too, the little counter system.
I see, like there's definitely, you definitely need more time to really digest it all, but from me playing it, from me doing my combos, from me understanding how the gauge works, how all the grabs work and everything like that, like I just don't see it, me personally, I don't see it being into a true competitive motion. That's just how I see it.
Okay.
That's just me, bro. Like I'm saying, everyone has their opinion, you know.
Yeah.
I might be talking out my ass or something, but like playing it for so much over there, like that's what I was noticing.
I'm only asking you because everybody's saying and everybody was telling me. I mean, I was saying it too. You have the best gameplay compared to you and Minato Flash are like y'all have the best gameplay because it looks like y'all know what the fuck y'all doing in this game. Everybody else was just like wandering around, trying to block, trying to do this. They were doing the same shit that we saw in the cutscenes.
I think if people understand how BT3 played, like truly played, like I'm saying, like doing your side steps, doing the combo, and then like I don't know how to explain this thing, but in Sparking Zero, and everyone's gonna probably know if they're doing it, but if you do like on classic controls, if you do up on the analog and X, it's like they go like I don't know how to explain. It's like some like ultra instant kind of thing going under to stop your combos for a second, and then you can re-combo in to, you know, to the opponent.
Like canceling? You're like
I would say it's like a cancel in a sense. Yeah, I would say it's like a cancel in that sense. Like you can stop it real quick and then go back into the combos, do a sidestep, go into a combo again. Like there's ways you can definitely get combos in and like a lot of high level gameplay that way.
That's
And
good to
obviously,
know,
like,
though. I never heard that. Hold up, somebody wants to they requested to speak, Andrew. Okay. I mean, I had no clue. Yo, Death Daddy, what's up, bro? I see you in here. But damn, that sounds cool, bro. Like
Real
to
quick,
actually cancel.
you were just talking about that. That was the step-in mechanic. I think that
yeah,
was
I guess
also in
Stefan. That's probably
BT3.
what I should have said. Appreciate that, Andrew. Yeah,
Yeah. That
yeah,
shit was
that's
also in BT3. And it was super clutch.
yeah. That's what I was trying to remember. I swear I did that in BT3 before, but like in this, it felt so. It looked cool. It looked
Yeah,
so fire
I will
because
say that your gameplay has definitely been like the most in depth. Like things that I were wondering, like if they were gonna come back from BT3. Like I got like figured out when I saw your gameplay. I was like, oh, that's back. That's back. So
yeah. I
it
had a
was
lot
just
of
in
people
depth.
comments on that too, like this giant throw and the
Yeah,
sidestepping and all that good stuff. So yeah, I mean, bro, at the end of the day, like I said, get back in the lab with BT3. No joke. I'm not even joking. Get back in the lab with BT3. Understand that the control system itself, which I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all will know, and like just translate it to Sparking Zero, and like
yeah, bro.
it's
I've been in that
almost
lab
there.
for sure, bro.
Yeah, bro,
I've been
you'll
in
be
that lab
straight.
for months. Yeah.
Wait, you
You'll
said
Also,
go
you
ahead.
I'm
own?
about to. I'm sorry. I was just about to say I'm about to play that shit at Evo. So I'm
Oh
already
yeah,
about that.
you're
Yeah.
locked. You're
Yeah.
locked.
Yeah, I was gonna say you said transformation is kind of useless. So it's not a multiplier no more when it comes to like boost the
I
character.
didn't see anything because when I did, like, let's just say this. Okay, I'm not gonna say this is a transformation or anything, right? But like people that saw my videos, they're like, they saw me do base Goku attacks, and then I did the Kaioken boost, and they said that the damage was the same. So I was like, does Kaioken not
Mm,
boost up the attack at all? Like, is this just for
for sure.
color and for show? Like, I think the best thing is like we'll just have to really wait and play again. Like if Andrew, if you go to Evo, try it yourself,
Yeah.
see if the damage is the same, because like I said, the time limit is not enough to be able to do every single little thing that people are requesting,
Yeah.
you know.
How long like were your sessions when you
So all right, so I'm glad you're in here now to listen to this, because when everyone was playing it, we thought it was just a 1v1, or you'd be a 3v1 basically, because you get to choose your team first, but you
Yeah.
have to change to the other side to choose their team. We didn't know that until like 4 runs in, and then
Oh,
we
okay.
saw other people doing it, and then it was like, oh, we have a 3v3 mode in this basically. So
Where
then once you switch that, you obviously have more time to play because you can play with other characters.
Damn.
You can switch out and stuff like
That's
that.
gonna
So
be fun for content. Like I could see a lot
yeah,
of people making content like oh, let's do a 2v2 or a 3v3,
yeah.
1v1.
yeah.
So there was definitely that, and obviously they're gonna do 5v5. So
Five
And
v
Yeah,
oh yes, of
you
they're
had
course.
obviously gonna
enough
do
you
five.
had enough time to do those 3v3s before you had to like go back to the back of the line and shit, or
So it okay, Andrew, if you want to see true combos and stuff like that, you're gonna obviously kill time because you're gonna want to see what you can do with it, how the game plays itself. At the end of the day, the time ran out many times. The time ran out many times because certain characters you had to go against were just kind of crazy as a CPU. Like, I'll say one name. Gogeta. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta put hands on me. I'm saying dog paws on me, bro.
yeah,
Vocal
bro.
said that. Vocal Pineapples was saying that
Bro,
in his
for
review.
some reason,
Yeah.
Gogeta, like, bro, I don't know what it is, but it was like I obviously would win sometimes, but most of the time it was just him putting hands on me, you
It
know?
must be like the old games where the AI for the like the stronger characters, like y'all remember the AI for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta when you pick that bitch up to
Yeah,
maximum? Yeah.
that's basically how it was. And, and obviously
Yeah.
there were like a couple other
I
characters,
heard
but
Beerus was a problem.
Bro, Beerus had so cool mechanic is which is back because I think the name is different now, but it's kind of the same thing from BT3, but the perception thing. So I don't know if anyone's been seeing what perception is.
What's perception?
That's like the shit you can do
It's
Sonic Sway with and all that, right? Like the
So yeah, so in the I can't fully remember right now, but like from when you do perception on classic controls, I believe it was like you press circle and X at the same time, and you'll see yourself or even the opponent do like a different stance from his typical stance, and if you hit them, you're gonna be getting percepted basically. But
okay.
Nechi, what perception is basically a counter, like if you see Beerus do a different pose, right, him like sitting down,
Yeah.
and you hit him, he's gonna block you, hit you back, and then he can counter you and is going to a combo. That's what perception
So it's
is.
like a
Yeah,
counter.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
counter hit. It's like a counter.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why.
That,
That's what Rose did in that trailer. When he said
Yes, that's
immaturity.
perception. That's perception.
It's called
no,
perception.
that's like in BT3.
It's in BT3, but it's just not flashy, you know.
So
It's so noticeable, bro. It's just really noticeable. Just gonna hit with a key blast doing that.
What about?
You had-
Because I saw
I know
Piccolo.
it
I
like
think
cuts into
Piccolo
a whole
did it
cutscene and shit.
in the Piccolo
there's
gameplay.
it's literally like in my videos right now too, like which I just posted. You see me as Vegeta Blue, and going against Beerus, and Beerus did that. Like I didn't even notice he was going for it, but the moment I hit him, I saw that he was like sitting down with his legs crossed.
He went to
and
sleep.
that's when
Was it that?
the perception. Yeah, that was perception where he did that.
That's perception.
That shit is cold.
Yeah, it was tough. It was insane. Like it looked beautiful. Like they just have more cinematics to it.
Now,
but
I did want to ask. My bad. I did want to ask. Like with as far as like classic controls go, how do you do transformations? Because I know it's the D-pad.
that shit was so annoying, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like so, in classic controls, so to transform is R3. You press R3 and then you flick whatever stick you want to, whichever way it tells you to go, right?
Like Raging
okay.
Blast,
Left,
kind of,
up.
right?
Yeah. When you want to change characters, you have to press L3 and R3 together.
Whoa.
That's what at least what I noticed at the same time. It could be that, or two, it could be when you press R3, then you press L3 to switch the menu part of it. But I was just pressing it at the same time and it was doing it. So I just stuck with that.
Yeah, I'll mess around with that a little bit.
It was confusing.
Because they brought back for the classic control scheme the like D-pad movement, but they wired the transformation stuff for the standard to the D-pad. So I was wondering how that
exactly worked. Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, what I wanted to know was, I realized that since the one that C Reaction played in this one, it's a way less. I feel like the map selection and character was less than what they played. So is it the different builds, or which one?
No,
is the newer one?
no. So I talked to Dotto, and even he tweeted about it too. It was the same build. He said it was the same.
So this was the same old build. So this is an old build.
Yeah, he said this is from the Summer Game Fest build.
So why? Wait. So
we're still playing it. So y'all still playing against the old build. That's crazy.
I was gonna. My bad to cut him off, but DBZ skills. How come a lot of people were saying, like all the Dragon Ball Z content creators were like, "Oh, this is a different build. They did something here. They did something there."
Honestly, I mean, maybe they probably updated it in terms of just the small things that they were noticing, but like the SGF build itself, I think was the exact same. I mean, I'm going off based on what Dotto was telling me in person, and also what he was tweeting on. He's the one who actually played the SGF version too, so like I'm not gonna doubt that. But I mean, who knows? Maybe they were fixing the little things way after, and then obviously it's still the same build in terms of the mechanics, in terms of the characters are still in the roster there. Like that's
but
just
these are content creators that haven't even played the game yet. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
They're going off of what they're seeing from you guys, and they're saying, "Oh, they changed this. Oh, look, there's a hidden detail here." And I'm like, how? It looks.
I guess in terms of that stuff, it probably changed, but like in terms of the build itself, like how the mechanics were and like what the roster was, I think it was just straight SGF, just a little more updated in terms of those things. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like the reason why they're doing this little demo thing is that so us to give them feedback from the updated when the game releases on October 7th or 11th.
I'm sure.
That's what I feel like they're doing.
Like they weren't even gonna add what was it, split screen local multiplayer initially
until recently. Yeah, so I don't think. See, here's the thing, and I think that whole thing was because of Xbox. I think it was something like that.
Yeah, the Series S. Yeah.
I mean, bro, at the end of the day, like this game is not going to handle on PS4 or the Xbox. Like,
oh yeah,
I mean, like 100%. Like this is,
dude. It's been the new generation's been out for like almost a decade.
Yeah. Once we have the PS5 Pro and all that stuff, like this game's gonna run beautifully. People who's gonna have it on PC, they're gonna be straight. They're gonna be. I can't even imagine what their frames are gonna look like.
And if you got an Xbox Series X, you know they got PC parts in it, so you know that's gonna run beautifully.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I think the SGF people who played over there, I don't know if it was, I might be wrong, but I thought they were playing on an Xbox because I think they had Xbox buttons.
Yeah. Oh, word.
I'm not sure if it was on an actual Xbox or it could have been on PC because you can use an Xbox controller on PC. You know, so I'm not sure what they were running. I should have asked Dada honestly when I saw him, but But yeah, in terms of like just the game itself, I think it was the SGF build, just a little more updated on the small things that other Dragon Ball creators are seeing. That's all.
Word.
I'm hoping what I think Andrew said it, that they are taking our feedback, because I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I looked at the World Tour lasts after the game releases. So
That stuff's a little weird to me because I'm like, why wouldn't you just release a demo
thank
then?
you.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. It's weird
yeah,
to me that the World Tour lasts until matter of
yeah,
fact, after, if you look
It's
at it,
until October 20th.
yeah, that shit
yeah,
makes no fucking sense. Because I'm like,
yeah.
if this is a
Other
demo and you're taking our feedback, why do you have the same exact demo being played until October 20th?
Yeah,
Where's the
like for me where I live at, one of the tour pop-ups is gonna be like right literally the day after the game actually comes out.
that
That's mine
makes no
too.
sense,
That's
bro.
Yeah.
mine too. Andrew, I know where you live.
That
I know
makes
where
Yeah.
you live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, so me and DBZ Skills, we collabing. We're gonna go to one of the tours. I'm not gonna say which one yet, but we already bought our tickets. We're gonna go to one of the tours so we can play. I'm gonna try to get my hands on the game so I could try it out myself
Oh
and see
hell
what's
yeah,
up.
man. Yeah, me, Swag Kage, and Smugstick are all going to Evo. Probably capture some
Bro,
footage there.
When's
oh my
Evo? Wait,
goodness.
when's Evo?
Evo's in like 2
Next
weeks.
week.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
next week. The actually 2 weeks.
It's
The
in 2 weeks.
Is
19th.
it
Yeah.
2
Yeah,
weeks?
19th through the 22nd. I just said next week because I'm flying out to Vegas next week.
I ain't gonna lie, Evo sounds way more exciting, bro.
It
It
really is gonna be so
it's
exciting.
definitely gonna be harder to play over there, that's for sure.
Oh
Because
yeah, no,
Oh
the
way
yeah,
more.
comp
that's a fact.
scene,
You're gonna have to
the
go
comp scene
online and
people are gonna want
shit.
to play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, way more people for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, like, if the comp scene players are playing there and they really are labbing, bro, like it's gonna be
Dude,
GG's. They
I just need somebody to film me while I'm playing so I can show people how to play the game, bro. Like I
yeah.
just, I'm looking at it. I'm like, dude, this is just BT4. I know I could get in there and lab immediately.
Yeah, like if you've seen like, and I'm gonna have more footage obviously on the channel soon, but like if you can just see the small things like where you've noticed it, like you'll see the sway, you'll see the side steps, you'll see
Yeah,
like the
not
the
even like
step in.
yeah, even the little like fucking sweeping their leg out from them and then like hitting them a
Yes.
little bit so that they like
Yep.
stance up
Hmm.
again, dude. That shit
Yeah.
is. I'm so glad it's all back.
Yeah. That's why like the moment I tried it because I knew the controls already for BT3. The moment I tried, I was like, oh, this is BT3, just more modern.
Yeah,
And I was
dude.
like, yeah, they locked in. They really like they're not even joking, bro. The producers said this is for BT3 players who loved the game, who wanted more modern style. Like this is for you guys.
Nice.
Yeah,
So it
no,
feels right
like
at home,
I remember
basically.
in all those interviews, he goes like, just to not get it confused, this is a sequel to Budokai
Yeah.
Tenkaichi, which is
That's a
so
fact. Yeah, it's supposed
This
to.
so
Actually,
crazy.
the translation of Sparking Zero still
Oh
Budokai
yeah,
Tenkaichi's in
yep,
Japanese.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. In
yeah.
Japanese, they were all the Sparking games. Yeah.
Yeah, sparking is that. Like I literally went to Japan in April and bought all the Japanese copies. Like I
Damn.
Oh,
literally did all that
that's sick.
and yeah, so like I'm telling you, bro, I love the series, bro. The BT series is the best out of the whole franchise. Like it is back. It is
Oh,
back. I'm
absolutely.
excited. And I know a lot of people, especially the ones that are listening, if and you guys request to ask any questions as well, but the ones that are in here just listening, bro, if you guys love the older games, you're going to love this one. You're truly going to love it. The aura is like me personally. I love the aura out of the whole thing in the game because the aura just looks so beautiful, bro.
Bro,
Dude,
me
I've
too,
seen
bro.
like
It's so
the aura on
It,
beautiful,
Super Saiyan
bro.
God, dude.
The
bro,
aura is so
Yeah,
beautiful.
blue and
Super
red
Saiyan God Vegeta's aura
matching,
looks so clean,
Oh
bro.
bro.
yeah, seeing that in your clips has been the best
Yeah,
part. Seeing the blue and the red clash,
it
dude.
matched
Bro.
together so well, and I was like, and like, bro, you could see like the clips. Like, I know how to play the game. Like, I had him
Oh yeah,
bouncing on the wall, going back into a combo. Like,
dude.
it's
Yeah,
it's
that
tough,
shit
bro.
was nice.
It is
I love
tough.
how in the city stage you can like blow open the roof and like go inside the
Yeah,
buildings and
Oh
shit.
yeah, I
yeah.
saw that. I saw you could fight inside the buildings. I'm like, oh
Yep.
shit.
I think I will say this now. Sorry to cut y'all off, but like I will say this now. Like the destruction around the map, it is crazy. Like it is
Yeah.
so much smoke. There's just everything
Yes, I
going
seen
like
that in the
breaking
gameplay. I seen
apart.
that in the
So
gameplay.
I truly do understand why they aren't letting us use other maps for split screen, and it's just gonna be the hyperbolic time chamber because
Yeah.
there's literally nothing on there. But like at least we do have that back, which is fun, which is great. They're listening to us for that. But bro, the destruction and all that stuff is crazy. The smoke around it, like some people aren't liking it from my comments, but like at the end of the day, it looks amazing.
It
just
does
looks
look amazing.
in my
I even
opinion.
saw
Why
in your
wouldn't they
Trunks gameplay. Trunks did
Mhm.
something. No, he was deflecting the key blast, right? But then the frames were dropping because the key blast was hitting the rocks. And
Yeah,
I was like, what
Now-
the fuck? This shit is crazy.
They didn't have the tournament stage in that build, did they?
the term no. So if I can remember correctly, they had the rocky fields, they had islands, they had Planet Namek, they had city, and I believe they had destroyed Planet Namek.
Where
Those are the only that I
Bro.
remember. Oh, and did I say islands? I don't know if I said
Yeah,
islands.
you said islands. You said
Yeah.
islands.
Yeah.
okay, word.
So that was the selection.
Wait,
for
one
that.
question. They didn't have Trunks with the sand armor, right? They didn't have that Trunks in the build?
No, it was just Super
Okay,
Trunks,
that makes
like
sense.
Super
That makes sense.
Dragon Ball Super Trunks, where it was just him base form and then Super Saiyan.
Copy. That's like my favorite Trunks is with the sand armor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want no jacket Trunks, like no jacket, like
Oh,
Bojack
I
Trunks.
bet you that's gonna be. I bet you that's gonna be.
Oh no, yeah, they definitely gonna add all that for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I bet you they're gonna add
They
the
go-
rip jacket from the rip denim jacket from BoJack movie.
They will.
They're gonna give us the
100%.
Goku sand armor, Gohan sand armor. They're gonna add all that.
Yarded. Don't forget about Yarded. End of Z Goku.
Oh,
End
yeah.
of Z
Yeah,
Goku's
Yarded,
fire.
End
Bro.
of Z. Yeah, bro.
They're gonna add all that for sure.
I hope they add End of Z because they're gonna add the End of Z costume to the Z version of Goku, obviously. But I hope they
Yeah.
do it for Super too, because Super Saiyan God in blue in the End of Z gi.
That'll be fire. Oh
Dude.
my god, that'll be crazy.
We have
crazy.
to understand, like, so we're already in July, right? So we have 3 months, literally 3 months away. Like, we have to understand how many more trailers they're gonna show for the characters. That's one.
Yeah, because
Two,
there's still like 60-some characters that
bro,
they haven't
there's
revealed
still
yet.
so
But
many
why would they
characters
show
need to
them
show.
off? Well, I would rather see that, like, yo, buy the game so you can see all the other characters they haven't announced.
Nah,
yet.
bro, that wouldn't make sense. Then why would people buy something blindly? Like they want to know what's
That's
on
kind
there
of
first.
wild
They're
then,
not gonna.
because why would you want to buy? Like, I'm just saying, I wouldn't want to spoil myself all the way. I want to like get the game and then unlock a secret character like Oob, because Oob wasn't shown, and then Oob is actually in the game. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know that Oob is in the game? Word? Oh, play it. You got to beat the game.
Yeah, I see what
But
you're
like
saying. I see what
showing
you're
off
saying.
everybo's kind of crazy. I wouldn't want to. I don't know. I'm just
So-
not a
I think-
spoiler type of guy. I don't like doing that.
So I am curious on this because remember the older games you had to unlock characters at certain things like going through story and stuff like that. I'm curious how they're gonna do that for
I
this
already
game.
told
Are
you
they gonna
my
have
thoughts,
every?
bro.
Yeah, I know.
already
I
told
know.
you.
That's
That's why
why
they're gonna
like,
give us that galaxy mode and see that raging
well,
blast.
bro, like me and Nech were
Right.
talking about it earlier.
tell 'em. You can tell 'em. You can
and
tell 'em.
like, bro, we were thinking like, and me, I was thinking, I hope they don't do it this way. But Nechi was like, for the newer like Bandai games and stuff like that, they already give you all the
Yeah, they
characters
give you
on the
the
roster
characters
up front.
off the rip. They did it with Naruto
Yes.
Storm Connections and JJK Curse Clash. Mind you, Naruto Storm Connections is known for unlocking your characters by playing the story mode.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, bro.
So if
But
it's
since connection was a little different though, this was like a filler type storm.
No,
Like,
that's
you
Yeah.
wasn't
that's a
unlocked.
fact.
Yeah,
But then you
Connections
got
is on the same level as,
JJK
like,
Curse Clash.
Generations and like.
Oh yeah, JJK. Then yeah, I don't know.
So
about
you
that
see what
one.
I'm saying? So I'm noticing
But yeah.
that they kind of their Bandai's kind of changing the way they're moving with their games now. They're like giving you all the characters off the rip.
I'm thinking though, just based off of like the vibes that they're trying to go for in that like, hey, this is a revival of the old game that y'all loved. They will keep that like the spirit
I
of
hope
that.
so, bro.
So you'll still have to
I
unlock the
hope
characters.
so.
But I understand the apprehension though, because like modern anime games do not do that.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's
yeah.
true. Shit, I really do hope so.
It
They
is.
stick to the tradition. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't make sense to show off all the characters that are in the game, because then it's kind of pointless. Because in a way, you're like, oh, I already know what to expect if I beat the game. I'm gonna unlock this character, that character, that character, that character. I would want to be surprised.
Something fucked up. Sorry to cut you off. That I think would be really cool, but would still piss me off a lot, is if they never did a GT trailer, and all the GT characters were just like you could unlock them, and they never.
That would be
said
dope. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be mad, but at the same time, I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably be excited. I'll feel like a little
No,
kid.
exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. I'll be furious, but like when I unlock them, happiest moment of my life.
Facts.
I hope they
Facts.
give us another
Facts.
trailer.
Facts.
I'd love to see somebody else.
Bro, we're gonna see more trailers coming up. Like,
Oh,
like
for sure.
me, bro. If they don't show something at Evo, they're smoking
No,
it, bro.
they
They're
gotta show
smoking it.
something at
Oh,
Evo. Evo's
bro,
the
Yeah.
biggest
if they show
stage.
some shit at Evo while I'm there,
Did it-
bro,
did
on
it-
the big
oh, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
screen, dude. Oh my god.
Bro, Evo's the biggest
Bro,
stage,
it's-
bro, for fighting games. Like,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
have to show
Like-
something. Like,
Well, shit.
If they-
Wait, when
and
is
the-
Evo?
Listen. I don't know how many of the devs and producers and whoever the hell plays the game over there is like into the comp scene like that. If they show off some crazy comp scene gameplay, bro, I'm telling you, like, Evo will probably pick it up at that point. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. We'll see
I
how
think
it
they're
goes.
gonna look at the
but-
community. They're gonna be like, wait a minute, you guys showed up to our event and you guys sold out just because of Sparking Zero. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Like, bro, Tori, I already said
Yeah.
this. Tori Rama died, bro. Sadly, he died at the time. Literally, once Sparking Zero was announced. I know it sounds crazy, but the coincidence is insane, bro. The hype for this game is wild. And then you got Dragon Ball Daima. That's supposed to be releasing soon. On top of that,
Dragonball Diamond's gonna be crazy.
So there's so
Bro,
much hype.
we're gonna have Daima in
Yeah.
here. We're still gonna have all the superhero in here, bro. Beast Gohan.
I
can't
forgot
wait.
about that,
The
bro. You
first-
got Beast
dude, they said
Gohan,
20
Orange
plus
Piccolo.
characters for that first pack, bro.
Yo, Cell
20
Max.
Yeah.
Because Cell
Bro.
Max is a giant.
So base is what 160,
Yeah.
right? And then we're gonna have 20 additional, so 180.
20 plus additional, so we might
Bro.
have more.
That's
Like-
wild.
like this-
That's wild.
Yeah, dude.
I don't.
And that's
I-
just the first season. There's probably gonna be multiple seasons of deals.
I mean, they got no choice but to give us multiple seasons. This game is gonna be popping, bro.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be the biggest Dragon Ball game, period.
Damn, you know what I thought about, bro? I might make a theory video about some like manga characters, like the Granola arc.
Oh, I'm a truther of I think Ultra Ego Vegeta might be that special DLC character that they haven't revealed yet. I think they might do it. I think they might finally rip the Band-Aid off and put manga content.
I hope so,
in
bro,
the
because
game.
it just, to me, it's like they already giving us everything, right? And it's like,
yeah, but the licensing, bro, they gotta actually go through licensing. It ain't just
But
because.
what if they did?
it's not
What
a
if they are gonna
licensing-
go
it's
through
not
licensing?
it's not actually a licensing issue. It's just an issue of like they don't want to confuse like anime viewers. Like that was the whole problem. It's not an actual licensing thing. They have the license to all that shit. They just haven't used it.
I don't know. I have a theory that maybe we're gonna see Ultra Ego. We're gonna see fucking Granola from the Granola arc. We're gonna see the
I'm
moral
saying,
characters,
bro,
like
I'm
more from the moral
saying
arc.
It would be crazy.
What happened?
No, yeah, dude, I'm saying it would be fucking crazy.
Yeah, bro. I'm hoping, bro. And then the giant characters, like from the last the last Super movie, bro. Cell Max, bro. He's gonna be one of the giant characters. That's gonna be so cool to see.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, bro. If y'all got no more questions, because we already been here for like almost an hour and 30 minutes, I might just end it
Yeah,
here,
it was
bro.
good.
Yeah,
Nice talking to you, man.
yeah, for sure. Appreciate y'all having me. You know, I know I played the game already, so y'all are gonna love
Rub
it.
it in. You trying to rub it in?
No. Y'all get in the lab, bro. BT3, get in the lab. I'm telling you.
God, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my hands on it. DBZ skills, you know what's up, bro. We're gonna get our flights and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I'm
We
gonna try to get my gameplay and shit.
no, for sure we good.
All right, bro. I'm out of here. Take care. I'm gonna try to do more spaces like this in the future.
Yeah,
for
we
sure.
get up with y'all later.
All right, bro. I'm out
All right,
of here.
boys.
Peace.
You better subscribe to Nechikage's YouTube channel. If not, I won't make you Hokage believe it.